my laptop taking some notes. I didn't know I was about to come up just yet, but who can really look at themselves and say 2020 has been a blessing? If you can indeed look at yourself and say 2020 has been a blessing, type an I in the comment section if you indeed believe 2020 has been a blessing. "2020 has been a blessing." Nice. I like that. I like that. I like that. Because a blessing is all perspective, right? I never believe in failure. I either earn or I learn. I either make money or I learn how to make money. I either earn or learn from my mistakes, right? And at times, mistakes might not be your fault. It could just be your circumstance, right? There's a saying that you might come from a broke family, but a rich family must come out of you. Right? Like you didn't come from a rich family, but you got to ensure a rich family comes out of you. So your current situation at times could be a coincidence. Like it's not your fault that you don't have $1 million at birth. But the beautiful thing about life is we have second chances. The beautiful thing about life is we could change our direction overnight, right? So we're about to enter 2021, which I believe is going to be a very powerful year. It's going to be a year where a lot of people have that, we're finally done with 2020. And I believe we're about to do something that's extremely powerful, right? We're about to do something that is extremely powerful. And I want you all to understand, right, that you need to set goals. You need to have goals. Like you cannot wing 2021. Like you cannot wing success. Everybody type in the comment section, you cannot wing success. You cannot wing it. You know how at times, my mom used to do this a lot, right? When my mom, my mom, when she was cooking, and I always asked her, "Mom, like, what are the measurements for cooking?" She was like, "You just gauge it," right? My mom, let's say if the cooking says 2 cups of water. Mothers are so powerful that it's like they kind of know the measurement without actually measuring it. So if this is the bowl that my mom is cooking in, there's the water, she just wings it. Like, she knows when she's poured enough, right? Without measuring it. And at times it's right? You cannot, so pretty much she winged it. She kind of winged it. She gauged it. At times it's like, when you're winging something, but with success, you cannot wing success. Like you have to be intentional. It has to be a deliberate action. It has to be a well thought of planned activity, right? And a lot of people, Karen, great introduction. I appreciate you, my brother. A lot of people say, how can I get to Diamond? And I tell people all the time, get into Diamond means your team is making money. Get into Diamond means you have teammates that are ranking up, right? Get into Diamond means it's not just about you. Get into Diamond means you're helping people win. Get into Diamond means you're helping people sell products. Get into Diamond means you're helping people see results, right? So let's focus on silvers. And my good friend Aiesha Queen will touch on this more, what we're about to do, how we're going to make it happen. But I want you all to understand that if you're not a silver affiliate yet, your goal for the first 90 days of 2021 is to go silver. And if you are past silver, the goal is to help create silver affiliates, because silver is where you taste the compensation plan, right? Where you really taste it. That is where your check matches kick in. So now imagine having a huge downline of nothing but silvers, check matches, right? So ladies and gentlemen, what are your goals? And how committed are you to your goals? Like I said, my personal goals. I set my personal goals for 2021. For the first 100 days, for the first 3 months, I set my personal goals. And they're a little bit intense, and I don't expect everybody to do that. So whatever your goals are, you need to also set your goals. My goals could be different from your goals. But I'm saying that for if you're on this call right now, we have 62 people on here right now and it's being recorded. If you're a part of the 62 people we have on this call today, worst case, meaning if you are under a silver affiliate currently, your current volume is under silver, your goal in the first 90 days of 2021 is to shoot for silver and help create silvers, right? There will be times you're going to be unmotivated. There will be times you're going to be unmotivated. We've seen a lot of that throughout this year. There will be times, ladies and gentlemen, where you're going to feel it's not working. That is when you tap in with your upline. That is when you get on these training calls. That is when you call into an opportunity call. Like whenever you feel burnt out, that is when you schedule a lunch call, right? 2021, you got to fill out your calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, 2021, I'm filling out my calendar. The first 100 days of 2021, I want to do 100 private lunch calls. This doesn't include the 3 p.m. calls we do every day or the evening calls. I want to personally do 100 lunch calls. I want to book 100 lunch calls in the first 100 days. That is my personal goal. I have a personal goal to recruit 50 people in the first 100 days. I'm not saying this should be a goal. I'm just sharing my goals with everybody. So as you're planning your goals for tonight, as you're writing out your goals, right? Understand why you're writing out this goal. Because I believe that once I focus on recruiting 50 people, if I fall short, I'm going to recruit 30. So I recruit 30 to 50 people, and I plan 100 launch calls through with these people. That could generate me a new team of 500 to 1,000 people in 90 days. If I focus on recruiting 50 and 100 launch calls, I'm going to have 500 to 1,000 new people. So this is to the crazy people out there that want to make 6 figures in the first 90 days. I don't expect a lot of people to do that, right? But silver is very reachable. Silver is very duplicatable. And silver is that first step of you tasting check match, right? So you need to understand that 80% of that income is going to come from 20% of your teammates that'll work. Because look, listen, we have thousands of people in our group and we have 64 people on here. 20%. 20% of people are going to do the work. So all the volume you see is going to come from 20%. So with my personal goals, I'm locating 12 people. I'm looking at my organization and locating 12 people that I can help get to platinum. And these 12 people are also going to find out 12. That is my personal goal. What should your goal be right now? If you're on here right now and you are more than a silver affiliate right now, let's say you're a gold or you're a rose gold or you're a platinum, your goal is to be identifying your 12 silvers. Who are the 12 people you are going to get to silver in the first 90 days of 2021? Who are these 12 people? Who are the apprentices? Who are the elites? Who are the supervisors? Right? Who are the Bronxes in your team? Who are these 12 people you can help? These 12 people hit the rank of silver in 90 days. These 12 people, how many lunch calls can you book with them in the next 90 days? Right? What are you doing to get to sell products? How many weekly videos are you going to drop every single week? How many pictures are you going to post on your social media? How many times a day are you going to post on your story every single week? How many times are you going to prospect every single week? Right? So who are your 20% and how are you helping them achieve their results? This thing is a process. That is why we say 90 days. We're going to have the banners out. We're going to have the flyers out, right? 90 days. 90 days from now, you're going to be getting paid on what you do today. Can someone please type that in the comment section? 90 days from now, you are going to get paid on the decision and the work you do today. "90 days from now, you are going to get paid on what you do today. Or you are going to get mad at what you didn't do today. 90 days from today, 90 days from now, you are going to get paid or you are going to get mad based on what you do today. You're going to get paid or you're going to get mad. You're going to envy based on the decision you choose to indulge today. Right? And you got to understand that you won't plant a garden today and show up tomorrow and say, "Where's my harvest?" Right? You're not going to do that. It takes time. I mean, even if you want to make kids, it takes 9 months. Right? So it's not going to happen overnight. But in 90 days, I believe whatever your goal is, you can achieve that goal by helping people achieve theirs. Help many people get what they want, and you're going to get what you want. My goal is extremely huge. So my goal is I want to help 12 people hit or maintain platinum. And those 12 people are going to have 12 people hit or maintain silver. What does that mean? That means that in that goal, what's 12 times 12? Field math. Prof should get it on here. Is 100 and something, right? So 12 times 12. So that means wow, Prof, 144. Prof, I trust you, right? So my goal for 90 days, 144 silvers. What is your goal? And ladies and gentlemen, don't spend time with people that are not trying to help you get to your goal. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? Don't do that. If you have a garden right now, you're not going to be making friends with an intruder. You're not going to be making friends with a pest, right? If you have a garden, you're not going to be making plans with the pests that are coming to spoil your garden. So why do we make friends with people that are not on the same accord or goal as us in real life, right? So plant the seeds, cultivate, harvest. It's a relationship, right? Plant the seeds, cultivate, harvest. Plant the seeds. Post the pictures, the statuses, the videos. You planting the seeds. You piquing interest. You prospect these people. You planting seeds. And once you plant enough seeds, the prospects will recruit themselves. Don't prejudge. The dots will lead to studs. The dots will lead to studs. The dots will lead to studs. The person that I signed up in Nigeria quit in 1 month. But in that 1 month, she brought gift to Uncle, and we've been working hard together for 4 years. The dots will bring you the studs. Sorting creates millionaires, right? Just share with people what you're doing every day. It's a numbers game. So right now, my personal goal is to recruit 50 people in 3 months. What does this mean? This means I have to prospect 500 people. So over the next 90 days, I need to be prospecting 7 to 10 people a day. I need to be prospecting 500 people if I want to recruit 50, 10%. Right? Sorting creates millionaires. Just share with people what you're doing is a numbers game. Whatever you lack in skill, you make up in numbers. Whatever you lack in skill, you make up in numbers. Third party is always better than the first party. What is the third party? We had 88 people today on our 3 p.m. opportunity call. We had 187 people yesterday on our 8 p.m. opportunity call. In the last how many hours? 18 hours. We've had 250 plus people exposed to Vita Divina. We're making that in numbers, but we lack in skill, right? Third party is always better than first party. And 250 people in the last 18 hours have been exposed. And who did a presentation? Aiesha and myself. So guess what? All people have to do was invite to these calls. Ladies and gentlemen, that is third party. Let's utilize that in 2021, right? So instead of spending 1 hour begging that friend to watch a presentation, spend 1 hour to talk to 10 qualified people. How is somebody qualified? Somebody that when you ask them, do you have 15 minutes to listen to this business opportunity so you give me your honest opinion? They say yes, they are qualified. Someone that has a why, someone that is hungry, somebody that's coachable, that is qualified people, right? Amateurs convince professionals sort. You got to sort through people. The fortune is in a media follow-up. 2021, we have to master the art of follow-up, right? 2021, we have to master the art of following up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a magnificent year. Strike when the iron is hot. Strike when emotions are involved. If I sent you, would you? What do I mean by this? If I sent you a 5-minute video that breaks down this company, would you give me an honest opinion after that? If I sent you the link to a powerful Zoom overview by a phenomenal lady called Aiesha Queen, who currently makes $6,000 a month. If I sent you the link, Aiesha Queen can only have a specific number of people on there, and I can only invite 3, and you're a part of my 3. If I sent you the link to this online business overview, would you call in? Exposure, exposure, exposure. Right? How do you follow up with people? Do you mind if I update you to see how things are going with you? That is after they've bought the products. Right? That is after they've joined the business. Work with a willing. Be there for everybody. Work with a willing. Some will, some won't. Next. Some will, some won't. Next. Someone else is waiting for you. It's easier to give birth than to resurrect the dead. It's easier to give birth than to resurrect the dead. Right? Don't look back unless you are willing to go that way. Don't look back unless you are willing to go that way. Right? Let's compress time. In 90 days, we're about to create as many silvers as possible. We're shooting for 144 silvers in 90 days. In 90 days, it's easier to build this business fast than to build it slow. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to invite a very, very, very powerful young lady. Powerful young lady, Aiesha Queen. I've been fortunate enough to know her for about 5-6 years now. And just to see her growth, to see the type of money she's making now, to see how she's taking this business by storm. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm more than happy and grateful to have her, not only as a team leader, but, a personal. Beautiful check match, Aiesha. But ladies and gentlemen, on a very, very serious note, this woman knows she's an expert at leadership creation. She's an expert in helping people duplicate, so she's big on the income producing activities. And today she's about to break down the game plan on how to get to silver as fast as possible and how to help people get to silver. So with no further introduction, the Aiesha Queen. Aiesha, are you on here?
I'm here. Thank you for that introduction, Albert.
Take it over, Aiesha.
Oh my goodness. This has been an amazing ride with you. I'm so
Thank you.
glad that you came to me and brought this into my life because it literally moved me through that cash flow quadrant that I keep talking about.
Wow.
And so I want to help you guys move through that cash flow quadrant. I want to help you visualize how you can shift through that cash flow quadrant because, you know, right now you might have a job and this might be a part-time situation, right? And you might be wanting to shift this into your full-time situation, right? And in order to do that, like he said, you can't wing it. You have to have a strategy. From day one, when we were in pre-launch, before we even had product, I was given a strategy on how to hit bronze based on the numbers, based on the numbers that people were positioning before we even had product before we could even get paid, right? And so I'm really big on strategy. I'm really big on income producing activity. Because one thing I found that's common amongst most people who end up leaving is the fact that they are not doing any income producing activities. And then they'll say, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, I didn't get anywhere. I'm not growing. I'm stuck. Every single time someone calls me and say I'm stuck, or they reach out to me and say I need help, and I say, are you doing the IPAs? And they could very much well say, yeah, I'm doing IPAs. And if you don't know what they are, I'm going to run them down for you after I tell you this story, after I tell you this little piece, right? And so they'll say, yeah, I'm doing the IPAs. And I say, okay. Or they might say no if they're honest, but sometimes they think that they're doing IPAs because they're winging it, like Albert said, and just, thinking that, okay, I talked to like three people today and nothing happened. So why am I struggling? But then I go to their Facebook page and they haven't posted anything in 3 to 4 weeks, sometimes days, right? And so that's one of the IPAs. And then I ask them, how many people a day are they talking to? And it might be one or two. So, in order for you to shift through that cash flow quadrant, you got to have your everyday activities. When you go to your job, you have your everyday activities, what they expect of you when you show up. If you go there and you do the bare minimum or less than the minimum, then do you think you'll keep that job? It's the same thing here in this business. Right now, you're an employee in Vita Divina with the title of independent business owner. But see, in order to shift from that first box of being an employee in this industry to becoming self employed, is the system, the daily income producing activities. So, let me, like, because I keep mentioning it and I know it's a lot of people on here who don't know what IPAs I teach. And so write these down, or someone can type them in the chat. As I said, if you work directly with me and you already know them, go ahead and write them in the chat so they can have it, because I'm just going to go through it and I'm going to move forward. Okay. So with the daily IPAs, it is one, post on Facebook 4 to 5 times a day, minimum. All right. Now, if you say my schedule's crazy, it's prioritizing. It's posting in the morning while you on the toilet. It's posting at the red light when you know it's a long red light and you're gonna be sitting there. Just post something and keep going. It's posting while you in the bathroom at work, when you go to lunch break at work. It's posting before you pull off from the parking lot at work. It's posting while you waiting on the bus. Post 4 to 5 times a day. The repetition of you posting is what will remind people to who you are and what you have. So Facebook is working for you. Okay. So, two, follow up with 10 customers every single day. 10 customers. If you don't have 10 yet, using these IPAs, you'll have 10 by the end of the week. Follow up with 10 customers every single day. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Here's your opportunity to invite them to the call so you can get them exposed to more product. You're going to need to get them exposed to more product, because in order to work the system I'm about to teach you to go bronze and silver within these next 60 days, if you work what I'm about to teach you, you'll be bronze by the end of January, you'll be silver by the end of February. But you have to be strategic and intentional and work these IPAs. So follow up with 10 customers a day. Okay. Inbox, text, WhatsApp, 30 new people a day. Talk to 30 new people a day. That could be 10 people you met on your way to work. That could be and 20 people online. That could be 30 people you met outside. You might have worked fully outside. You don't have to do everything online. Some of you like to go walk up to people. I don't. So I create IPAs around being online, but you can take these and implement them in your face-to-face interactions. Talk to 30 new people every single day. And that is just the introduction of, hey, do you know anybody that want to get rid of 5 to 7 pounds from their stomach in 6 days? Or whatever your popcorn question is that gets their attention and get their phone number. Never do a presentation in the first conversation. Just get them interested and then invite them to a call or send them a video. Okay. And then number 4 is, wait, I'm drawing a blank. Use 3 products every day for 90 days. Use 3 products every day for 90 days. This is an IPA because in order for you to be passionate, truly passionate, to make this into your business where you're shifting from, remember, being an employee to being a self-employed to being a business owner to being an investor. And in order to own a business system, you got to be able to sell more than just the tea. And the best way to do it is to use the product so that when people come to you and they say, well, what are you using? You're not just saying, well, I just drink the tea. You have a whole bunch of customers that just drink the tea. If you do not use more than just the tea, create your lifestyle where every single day, like right now, before I got pregnant, I would use every day brain capsules because I just like the way that it boosts my focus and my mood and stuff like that. So I would use the brain capsules in the Venus. That was every day. And I've spent months where I used the life in the atom when I actually was eating right because you gotta eat right, right? And I was losing a lot of weight using those every day. So I have stories around what they have done for me. So I can passionately get that customer. I have a customer right now that 10 minutes before this call started sent me a cash app for a Venus and a Mars. I've sold my two products for the day, which I'm about to talk about that next. And so because I have experienced the Venus, she believes in it to say, okay, let me try this Venus and Mars because I want to get pregnant, you know? And so when you create your story around the products you're using, you can sell way more and a lot easier, right? So use three products every single day for 90 days. And moving forward, if I were you, make it your lifestyle to use three products personally every month. And if you're doing the IPAs, it won't feel like you're spending money to get the products. I get paid to use the products because I make money because I am a business owner owning a system that pays me regardless if I make a sale or not. And we want you to shift into that. And that's where you become the business owner in Vita Divina in this industry, period. When you shifting from, see, when you're an employee, you gotta learn how to work it, right? When you become self-employed, every single dollar depends on you. You don't every dollar. So when you just retailing, every dollar depends on you. So if you're trying to pay your bills as a self-employed person, it stresses you out if you don't have enough for the rent. But when you shift into becoming a business owner and you own a system, you get to the rank that qualifies you as a business owner, then you're getting paid regardless if you make a sale or not. You know that because of what you're pouring into the team, because of what you have done, like he said, what you do right now will pay you in 90 days. Because of what you have done, you'll get a check, even if it's a $300 check every month. You own a business system. You're making that 300 without your own sales. But I bet you if you work what I'm teaching you, it'll be more than 300. Okay. And number five is post in 5 Facebook groups a day. This is so important. So don't miss any of these steps. Do them every single day. And what I'm about to show you so that you can have a visual of it will be so simple. If you do these 5 IPAs every day, the last one, the fifth one is post in 5 Facebook groups a day. Let me tell you, anytime that I know that I'm not like, if I skip a day of making money, I know it's because I didn't do the IPAs yesterday or I haven't even done any today. I know why I didn't make money in that day. I want you to know why you didn't make money in that day. After this call, out of the 72 of you on here, nobody should be saying, I don't know why I'm not making money. Are you doing the 5 IPAs? Okay. Post in 5 Facebook groups every single day. If you've been posting in the same groups and you're not making any money from them groups, find 5 more. I literally just sent 10 customers who bought 2 packs or more from the BVI. People I met on Facebook in a BVI Facebook group to somebody in the BVI. I'm not even there, but I did the work. I sent her the customers because, hey, posting 5 Facebook groups a day. Okay. So with those 5 IPAs, I want to show you how you can go bronze in the next 30 days and then silver in the next 60. Now, let me tell you, if you're already bronze, or matter of fact, if you already have a team of 2 people who show up, who stay active, who are actually applying, then you can go silver in the first 30 days. If you want to go silver in the next 30 to 60 days, can you type in the chat section that I will create secure income by the end of January? I want y'all to type that. I will create secure income by the end of January. I will create secure income by the end of January because I'm about to show you how simple it is. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me I can't pull up the whiteboard on here. Hmm. Oh my gosh, I want to show y'all. I need to be able to pull up the whiteboard, and I did it on my computer, on my thing. And so if I can't show y'all, oh my gosh, it's gonna suck so bad if I can't pull up the whiteboard. Because I wanted to show y'all a whiteboard and give you the actual a visual of how to do what I'm about to explain. And I'll be done in like 5 minutes if I could just pull up the whiteboard. So just let me see if there is a way before I give up and just explain it. Well, maybe y'all can just, show it. Okay, so no, it's not allowing me, which sucks so bad. Okay, let's see. How can I show y'all? Guess I'll just have to draw it, and I'm gonna hope that I can show you on the screen. And I'll just and maybe you can draw it with me so you can see it. It sucks. I pulled it up on my Zoom, but and I just assumed that I would be able to show y'all the whiteboard on this Zoom, but it won't let me. So I'm just gonna have to show you because I want you to see how the numbers work. Now, remember I said I sold my 2 products a day. Do you think that you can sell based on what I just broke down? Do you believe that you can sell 2 products a day if you do these 5 IPAs every day? Can you sell just 2 month supplies? Just 2 month supplies a day. If you believe you can, just type yes. Just two, and let me tell you, 2 month supplies a day, it doesn't even have to be like 2 6 packs of tea. Listen, the end goal is to make your $45 to order more product. Never look at it as I want to pay bills off of retail sales. Always look at it as I want to pay bills off of my secure income. So you're not really paying bills off of your income unless it's the secure income that comes from the binary. All of your retail sales is to build the binary income because that's the secure income that pays you outside of the sales. So let's say if you want to do, you could do 1 bottle of capsules and 4 packs of tea. And I usually do 4 for 65. You had to translate it to your currency depending on what country you're in, okay? But I do 4 for 65. So if I do 4 for 65 and I do 1 bottle of capsules for 70 or 75, look at that. I made more than enough money to say I sold 2 month supplies of product because that's more than $90. I could take that 90, put it to the side to be able to reorder and keep the rest as my gas money or whatever. So if you do that every single day, then by the third day, you have sold 6 months supply of products. And let me tell you, a lot of people go around and only offer 1 for 20, 1 for 20, 1 for 20, 1 for 20. Though the Hispanic team, they don't even sell single packs. They only sell 6 packs. That's why they have so much volume. That's why they have so many leaders. So we have to start thinking like that. So I understand that your economic situation might be different for whatever reason. Maybe you want to offer the 6 packs. So write this down. This is how I sell it, and it works. It's been working from day one, and I really suggest that we can. If you like the money that I'm explaining, use it. That's what I wanted to say. If you like the way it sounds, use it. 1 for 20, 2 for 35, 4 for 65, or 6 for 80. And so every person that I talk to, whether they're a new customer well, usually return customers, I automatically say, do you want 4 for 65 or 6 for 80? Because that means they already know the value of it. They're coming back because they already know it's good. Do your best to never sell a returning customer 1 for 20 again. If they spent 1 for 20 the first time, the next time ask them, do they want 4 for 65 or 6 for 80? Because they'll be more likely to agree to that. But a lot of people don't even know that they can. All they're thinking is, well, I'm just going to get one because I can't afford to do 4 for 80. So do 1 for 20, 2 for 6, 2 for 35, 4 for 65, 6 for 80, and only do that for new people. When I talk to new people, like every single person in the BVI that I talked to yesterday that I sent to that person, every single person, I gave them the option of those 4 options. Many of them said, I want two. A couple of them wanted 6. So, yesterday alone, I'm pretty sure, I think we ran through maybe 3 6 packs selling tea to the people in the BVI. Do you see? Because we offered 1 for 20, 2 for 35, 4 for 65, or 6 for 80. Now, that makes it a lot easier for you to sell your 2 products a day. Now, you might be saying 2 products a day, that's nothing. How can that get me to silver? I really wish I could pull this up on the screen. I'm so mad I can't pull it up, but I'm going to try to just draw it here and show it to you, okay? So now, if you're doing 2 products a day, do the math. 2 products a day, that's 40 points a day. 40 points. Somebody, if you can write it in the chat as I'm saying it so everybody can follow along, that's 40 points a day times 30 days in a month. Now, you might be somebody that could sell 4 products a day, which means it's not going to take you all 30 days to do it. You will be able to still have some days off. But at the end of the day, if you do it every single day, you might end up doing double than what I'm saying. But minimum, at minimum, 2 month supplies a day, right? That's 40 points a day times 30 days. How much is that? I know how much it is, but I'm just asking because I want to see who's keeping up with me. How much is 40 times 30? 1,200, right? So that's you and 1,200. Now, if you already have 2 business partners who are accountable with you, y'all should be talking like every day. Have at least 2 people that you're talking to every day that y'all on the same page, where it's like, what you got going on today? This is what I'm doing, right? And so if you do that, you do the 2 and they do the 2 every single day. Now, at 1,200 on your left, 1,200 on your right, minimum. Now, this is for the person who's like literally just starting. Like if today you don't have any business partners at all, and you spend this next 7 days doing the 5 IPAs, you'll be binary qualified by the end of the first week of January. You will have your 2, right? And so if you and those 2 people do what I'm about to say next, then you'll at minimum hit supervisor, right? If just those 2 people do it. But guess what? If you get those 2 new people, and this is what I want everybody to start practicing. As soon as a person sign up with you, ask them when can y'all do their launch call, their private launch call. The same day. After they say, okay, I'm done, you say, welcome to the team. Okay, today is Wednesday. Can we do your launch call on Sunday? What's a good time? Okay, this is the game plan for how you invite to your launch call. And then if you are not bronze or above, introduce them to your leader that is. So you might say, well, look, um, let me make a phone call to my team leader so that he can help you learn how to launch this and have a proper launch call on Sunday. But plan it that same day that they sign up. So that way you can get them binary qualified to shift and get you into bronze or silver by the end of the month. It's that, that airplane thing. You got to get it off the ground before it can float. And this is how you can get it off the ground. And so if you have already been in business, let's say your team, your lineage has already brought in 10, 20 people. Whoever has been bringing in people, go to them and say, hey, can you send me the name and number of everybody on your team? I want to help you help them. And this way, you're not bypassing them. They know that you're about to reach out to their team, and you reach out to each and every one of them and introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Aiesha Queen. I'm a platinum leader with Vita Divino or Team Divinity, and I want to help you have success. Is there a day or time we can talk? Do you have an hour today when we can talk? That way you can plan their launch call. You got to get everybody on board with doing 2 products minimum. And this is how you do it. Okay. And so when you do that, you and your two, oh, it's not going, oh yeah, you can see it. Okay, okay. You and your two, now your supervisor, right? But then you do a launch call for 2 people that are in their lineage. Now you do a launch call. And so now that is 2 more people on board to do it. 2 products a day minimum. 2 products a day minimum. Now let's say ideally we want everybody to do it, but we know they won't. So let's say only one person on each side actually do it. Let's say only one person on each side actually do it. See, most people don't do this because they don't know what strategy to follow to get results. Teach them the 5 IPAs and give them the strategy so that more people are more highly likely to follow through and be accountable with you. People only hide from you because they don't want to feel shame that they're not making or producing. Okay, so when you teach them how to produce from the gate, they're more likely to actually do it. Right now, if look at this, this is a you wasn't even binary qualified right now in this call. Because if you really are, if you got 2 business partner watching right now, you'll mess around and be silver by the 15th of next month. But if you don't have nobody on here and you start following the 5 IPAs, then by the end of next month, you will be bronze. Look at that. Look at that. 2400 on one side, 2400 on the other. And you know your volume is going to go to one of the sides. So you don't even really need 2400 on both sides. And then what? At that point, you'll be 20 points away from bronze. You buy a box of coffee and boom, you're bronze. Before I move to the next phase, which is going silver. Are y'all liking this? Can I get some fire or some yes or something? Are y'all liking this? Does it sound accomplishable? Cool. Just two. Just two. All you got to do every morning is wake up and say, I just need to sell 2 products, 2 month supplies a day. Follow up with people, talk to new people, aim to sell 2 month supplies, and then boom, you can do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day. Make that your minimum. Just 2 and reorder every 3 days to stock up. All right. And so now let's say you have you and let's say that next month you already have um you and you have at least 2 people on each side already. Because remember, people just need to make money. If you helping this person, if y'all start going supervisor and bronze, that means in the secure income, you're making the supervisor is making maybe 100, 150. The bronze is making anywhere from 300 to 500, which means that they're going to be more inspired to push more the next month. So you'll keep it going and everybody will keep selling just 2 products or 2 month supplies a day. So then the next month comes, right? And so you already have you and 2 people on each side doing the minimum of 2 month supplies a day. And so you know that next month you already have 2400 coming automatically because they already sold on a vision. And now they like, hey, it's my turn to go bronze. I'm going bronze this month. So guess what? You got more launch calls coming from people in your lineage who's going to be recruiting more people and teaching the same plan of 2 month supplies of product every single day. Okay. And so with that being said, now you have people getting binary qualified. That's 1200. I wish I could show y'all on the screen. 1200. And let's say, so these people get binary qualified. And let me see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, now remember, not everybody did it, right? Not everybody did it. We agreed that not everybody will do it. So I'm just Xing out some people right here just because I'm like, hey, some people just not going to. They're gonna have every reason. They still gonna say, well, you know, whatever. It just happens. And so now, but the ones that were serious with you last month, those two that were serious, they said, okay, now they're one got two more, or maybe you recruited two more new people because you should still be recruiting. Whatever the case may be, this is a new person, new month. They coming in doing 1,200. The old person doing 1,200. The other person doing 1,200. So now you got one, two, three, four people in your left doing 1,200 a month, and four people in your right doing $1,200, 1,200 a month because they're just selling two products a day. At the end of that month, you got 4,800 on both sides. 4,800 on both sides because everybody is doing the same thing of selling 2 month supplies a day and reordering every 3 days so that you can keep the volume coming. They're gonna make some. Look at that. If you do 2 products a day times 30 days, that's 60 products sold. 60 times 20. How much in retail are they making? Because I'm not taking from their retail in this strategy. So in their retail alone, 60 times 20 is how much? I mean, no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's 20, 40. Yeah, 20, 40, $40 a day times 30 days. So 40 times 30. I'm trying to see how much their retail is. If it's $20 per item that they make times two, look, shoot. Hey. 20 times two a day is 40 times 30 days. You said 1,200. So that's $1,200 in profit. So which means I should have been doing 80 points a day times 30. So I even messed up. It's 80 points a day times 30. Look at that. I'm sorry. I was writing the numbers down, and so that's 80 points a day. So everything I just said, that's 80. What I just broke down to you is actually the points is if you sell one product a day, 1 month supply. But when you actually sell 2 month supplies a day, um that's 80 times 30, which is 2,400 in volume if you sell two. So that's even better. That's even better. That's 2,400 in volume if you're selling 2 products a day, which means you'll be bronze the first month for sure, and silver the second month, or maybe even gold the second month. Whoa. Yeah, yeah. That's 2,400 in volume for 2 products a day, which means that's 1,200 in. I did the money, I did the retail profit instead of, but y'all following me, right? It's making sense either way. When you do the numbers, you either do 1 product a day or 2 products a day, but do 2 products a day so you can maximize the course of this. Okay. And so look at that. Now, as supervisor, you might be making $100 a month. At bronze, you'll be making 300 to 500 a month. And then at silver, see, silver, that got to be your target because that's where you start getting the 50% check match. You could pay your mortgage a month with silver. You could pay your car payment a month with silver. Silver is going to be anywhere from, 500 to $1,200. Well, I'm gonna say 700 to $1,200. So that's where it start really getting fun, because that's when you have a team. You can keep tap rooting and keep teaching this 2 a day. And that's all I have. I hope that you guys put this into play. Sorry I messed up the numbers, but when you actually break it down, you see how you still make a retail profit. You reorder products. And look, if you anything like me, you won't even keep I never count retail profit as profit. Like I said, I'm not in this to be a self-employed person. I need to own a business system. So even not like at least 70% of my retail go back into my business. I use my retail money to buy my products that I'm using. I use my retail money to overflow with products so I don't have to wait on product. Many of y'all are not even in the US. If I was you, I would have a whole box of inventory of maybe one, at least one of every capsule, 3 to 5 of the ones that sell the most, and at least 40, 50 packs of tea every single week coming in my inventory because I never want to run out because I own a business. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and bring to the line our Rose Gold going diamond, the awesome man, the great Keron Matthias, so he can close out this call.
Thank you so very much. Those nuggets were
You
amazing.
sound really low, or is that
Am I
me?
coming through? Oh. You know what? All right. Am I coming through better now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You see, all of these things that Aiesha just shared with you, I've seen her live it. Like every single thing that she just taught you, she lives it on a day-to-day basis, and it actually works. You're listening to a lady who sells in excess of 1,400 volumes single-handedly every single 30 days. And if you're writing notes, if you're taking all of these notes right now, you understand that, listen, you have to do all of these things, because this is my aim, right? You have to do every single thing. I put this here because I can then now paste it up so I can always see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to have your goals in front of you. In the next 90 days, there's one or two things going to happen. And I know two types of people are on this call today. Two types of people. And how we're going to know what type you are is at the end of 90 days. It's when the month strikes March 31st, 2021. We're going to find out where you fall in this line. You have one, the people who say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. Every time you catch them, oh, I'm all over the place. You have the talkers. And then you have the doers, the people who get up, go out there and make it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been both. Me, I've been the talker and I am the doer. And let me tell you something. Being the person with the active plan, making it happen day by day, going out there, facing the people, and doing this, IPS, automatically your life will be thanking you for it, because your life, ladies and gentlemen, is what is at stake. You don't believe me? All right? Get up tomorrow or whenever date is. See, you're not going to your 9 to 5 job. You didn't go today. The next day, so you're not going. Don't go another day. And then you'll see who really owns your life if you are the one who's in control. Right? I was telling somebody this morning that I'm a free-spirited person. I cannot be controlled by any man. That's why I don't have a 9 to 5 job. I have to own my life. If you really want to know who own your children's life, who own your wife's life, who own your husband's life, get up and say you're not going to any work, and you'll understand who owns your life. Let me tell you who owns your life, ladies and gentlemen. It's not even a 9 to 5 job. It's money. That's what owns your life, money. Because guess what? If you don't go to your 9 to 5 job and you lost your job, you won't be having any money. So you're gonna be lack of money if you don't have a system in play. And if you're lack of money, you can't live. Period. Point blank, period. You cannot live. That's how the world is set up. You see, when you own a business, as Aiesha just said, she wants to own a system. When you own a system, ladies and gentlemen, then you own money. You want to be the master of money, because money is not a good master. You see, money as a master mess marriages up. Money as a master keep parent away from children. Money as a master keep you working your life out. Which when you're the master of money, you live life on your terms. You get up and you decide that, hey, I'm going to fly to Florida today. One of my great mentors said he was in Texas and his wife was all the way in Atlanta. And you know what? They wanted to have dinner at their favorite spot in New York. So he flew his wife over to New York, and he flew to New York. So just so they could have lunch, and then they head back on their separate ways. No, people with a lack-minded mindset, like I was thinking, oh, that's a lot of money. That's when I realized that I had a mindset of lack. These guys have mindsets of abundance because abundance flowing in their accounts on a day-to-day basis. Them doing that is like you take up some money and buy a juice. But you see, when they're the master of their money, you don't have a mindset of lack. You don't have a mindset of brokenness. You don't have a mindset of brokenness. So ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Let us be the master of our money. Let's not be the slave of money. Because there's one or two. You're going to have to be, whether you want to admit it or not. I don't care. Oh, money is not my master. God is my master. Okay. God is your master. Beautiful. I agree with you. God is your master. How much time do you spend with God during the course of the day? Versus how much time you spend on your job trying to earn money. God is your master. Okay, cool. How much time do you talk about God on a daily basis? Versus how much time do you talk about trying to get money to pay the bills or where the bills money is going to come from? How much time do you think about God on a day-to-day basis versus thinking about the things that you need to do, that you need money to do them? Who is really a master? And that's why the good book says, choose today who you serve. Choose today, who do you serve? You can serve God or you can serve money. I choose to serve God. Keron, how are you serving God? By simply blessing his people with this awesome and amazing opportunity. Because every single time somebody gets up and says, hey, I don't feel the pain in my tummy anymore, God is being served. He did not make us and put us here to be in pain. Every time somebody says, oh, you know, I walked out of my job and I'm financially free. Good. I'm serving God. He says it is his wish for us to be prosperous and in good health. Whenever I get up and my daughter says, Daddy, I don't want you to go today. Okay? I'm staying home. What am I serving? God, because God gave me stewardship over my child. He gave her to me. Why? Because he's saying, hey, Keron, make sure that this child is brought up in the right way. So you are the one who is responsible for this. And not being there with her on a day-to-day basis, ladies and gentlemen, means I'm neglecting my responsibilities. So choose this day who you serve. Choose this day who you serve. Do you want to serve God? Or do you want to serve money? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let us pick up this mandate and go at it like we have never done before. Because in the next couple of days, I'm telling you guys, I am overwhelmingly excited right now. I'm telling you that the next 90 days is going to be a through the roof event. The next 90 days, you want to grab everybody in your team. You want to get everybody who is entrusted with your stewardship over them. You want to get all of these people and say, hey guys, listen, we have been playing, we have been fooling around. You see, we have been making a mess of things all this time. We've not been doing it right. You see, now we know what we need to do. And listen, if you want to make that next move, go to that next level, get that next step up there, this is what you're going to do. Join us and let us move towards a common goal, achieving a common mission, and make this thing the biggest thing we've ever done, changing lives, blessing people, and moving along the way to ensure that everybody is served, that God is served. But hey, if you want to be the talker, fine, keep on talking. Keep talking. But know this, you will have to answer to God for your time spent here. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I am your Rose Gold leader with this awesome and amazing opportunity, saying we're here to serve. Let us serve together. This call is officially over.